Our mantra here at Chester 2 is to aim low and fly high. This means we aim for the low-tech market and our results fly high above any other competitor in the industry. We chose this mantra after a lengthy review of the sensor market. We saw a great opportunity for growth in the low-tech market. As a result of our efforts, we had a high contribution margin, a staggering 57.2%. Andrews 2 trailed our contribution margin at 54.1%. The low-tech market demand is larger than the high-tech as well, over twice the size in round 8.
Digby was our only competitor. While we excelled in nearly every aspect, Digby surpassed us in total sales, market cap, cumulative profit, and market share. We believe the root of their success came from better product positioning and managing the age of their products. They positioned 2 of their products, Daze and Dam, so they would sell in both the high and low-tech markets. This increased their sales and drove their profit and market share up with it. However, due to our higher automation, better margins, and better productivity, we look forward to being more competitive in both market segments. In order to increase our market share, we also introduced our high-tech product Cup in round 3, which resulted in a real step up in a super competitive market.
Since we've taken over Chester 2, the most critical happenings have mostly surrounded emergency loans. In years 3, 5, and 6 respectively, we received loans. The biggest being in round 3. Big Al had to bail us out that year because we overinvested in capacity and as a result had to sell some back in later years. We learned our lesson, and since that year we have not overinvested again, and we have followed our planned cash curve from then on. The emergency loans in years 5 and 6 resulted from high ending inventories. Because we forecasted too high and so doing produced a little bit too much inventory, we again received those loans. But we were, however, able to repay off those loans the preceding year and ultimately recovered from those downfalls. Even before we started directing Chester Corporation's operations, we planned as a team to go for the low-tech segment. We started by focusing on our profit margins, annually trying to increase them, and this meant increasing automation early on. We heavily invested in automation on all of our low-tech products, especially in early years when our capacity was still low. Our goal for high margins also called for minimalizing our labor costs, so we invested in capacity for each of our products as we gained more market share in order to produce our entire forecasted inventory on first shift alone. As can be seen by our cost flow curve, we did spend more than we needed on capacity at times, and eventually sold off a bit that we didn't need, but overall, our investments in high automation and in sufficient capacity allowed us to competitively thrive in the low-tech segment.
Our projections for round 8 were calculated by referencing our past achievements as well as our decisions that would affect the outcome of the round. Our projections for round 8 are shown here, along with the actual results for the 8th round. As you can see by this chart, we were very close to reaching our projections for our stock price, market cap, return on equity, return on assets, return on sales, and cumulative profit. To accomplish these projections, we needed a strong base. Teamwork is critical in running a smooth business. At Chester 2, that is no exception. We frequently discussed key decisions and collaborated on any changes made to our products. Although we are a multi-million-dollar company, we like to operate like a small business. We delegate specific decisions, then come together in a meeting to evaluate the impact those decisions will make next round. Every employee knows everyone in the company by name. Where else can you find that in a company as large as ours?